We're live from the timeline of history. It's May 14th. Welcome to your daily dose of quirky, brilliant, and occasionally chaotic moments from the past.
Let's kick things off with some offbeat holidays. In the United States, it's National Buttermilk Biscuit Day, a glorious excuse to eat carbs and pretend it's culture. And if that's not enough, it's also Dance Like a Chicken Day. Yes, seriously. Wings up, elbows flapping. Just don't try it in a job interview.
Now for some star-studded birthday candles. In 1657, Sambhaji, the Maratha emperor, was born in India. He bravely resisted Mughal rule and probably didn't celebrate with biscuits. In 1944, the galaxy gained George Lucas, creator of Star Wars, proving even a desert planet can launch an empire. Mark Zuckerberg came along in 1984 and went on to invent the reason you forgot your cousin's birthday. Thanks, Facebook. Cate Blanchett, born 1969, wowed us in Elizabeth, The Lord of the Rings, and basically everything else. And in 1952, David Byrne of Talking Heads was born, the man who made it cool to sing about beautiful houses in a big suit.
And now, a respectful moment for those we lost on May 14th. In 1610, Henry IV of France was stabbed to death by François Ravaillac. A bad day for royalty and security teams. B.B. King, blues legend, died in 2015 from complications of diabetes, but his riffs live on forever. In 1998, the chairman of Crooners, Frank Sinatra, passed away from a heart attack. He sure did it his way. Jiang Qing, Mao's wife and major political player, died in 1991 by suicide, hanging. A controversial legacy sealed in tragedy. Never forget, even when life is at its hardest, suicide should never be the solution. Check our comment for helplines. And in 1987, screen siren Rita Hayworth died of Alzheimer's disease, a sad end for a woman who lit up the screen.
Here's today's headlines from the world of military moves and power plays. In 1264, the Battle of Lewes saw Simon de Montfort defeat King Henry III. Medieval England, always one sword away from a constitution. In 1863, Union troops under Grant captured Jackson, Mississippi, a key win in the American Civil War. Japan joined the drama in 1868 at the Battle of Utsunomiya Castle, the final day of fighting in that battle during the Boshin War. Samurai versus muskets, edge of your tatami stuff. And in 1955, 8 communist nations signed the Warsaw Pact in Poland, basically saying if NATO has a clubhouse, so do we.
Grab your lab coats because May 14th also brought scientific milestones. In 1796, Edward Jenner gave the first smallpox vaccination to James Phipps, the original one small prick for man moment. Yes, vaccines truly save lives. In 1861, a meteorite weighing 859 grams crashed near Barcelona. Proof the universe throws rocks when it's bored. 1862 gave us the chronograph, patented by Adolphe Nicole. Finally, a way to time tea steeping to Swiss precision. And in 1973, the US launched Skylab, its first space station. Sadly, no biscuit dispensers on board. Oh, and Vaseline was patented on this day in 1878. Slippery stuff, but life-saving in winter.
Let's lace up for some sweaty milestones. In 1874, Harvard charged admission for a football game against McGill. Harvard won 3-0 and the ticket industry was born. In 1900, the Paris Olympics began, and for the first time, women competed in tennis and golf. Game, set, equality. Fast forward to 1994, and goalkeeper John Burridge became the oldest player in EPL history at 43 years and 162 days. That's not just experience, that's vintage.
If you love gadgets, rebellions, or gambling, May 14th is your day. In 1970, the Red Army faction was founded in West Germany, a radical group that used tech for propaganda, not Instagram filters. In 2018, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down the ban on sports betting, paving the way for legal bets and questionable parlays. Oh, and Vaseline again. Patented 127,568 times more important than you realized. Got it?
Time to walk the earth. In 1607, English colonists founded Jamestown, the first permanent English settlement in America, the beginning of awkward Thanksgivings. Then in 1804, Lewis and Clark began their expedition from St. Louis. No Wi-Fi, just maps, grit, and wild guesses. And in 1811, Paraguay began its fight for independence, a major milestone for South American sovereignty.
On the culture beat. In 1972, the 24th Primetime Emmy Awards saw All in the Family win big. Archie Bunker wasn't subtle, but he was groundbreaking. And in 1998, the Seinfeld finale aired, watched by 76.3 million people. A show about nothing, ended with everything.
In world politics. In 1643, a 4-year-old Louis XIV became King of France. In 1879, 463 Indian laborers arrived in Fiji aboard the Leonidas, a key chapter in Pacific migration history. In 1948, Israel declared independence, and David Ben-Gurion told the world, "We're here." In 1992, India banned the LTTE, the Tamil Tigers, ending a controversial chapter in South Asian militancy.
And that's your full ride through the time machine on May 14th. From biscuits to battles, Zuckerberg to zamindars, meteorites to monarchs, it's been a wonderfully weird journey. But let's be honest, if today is your birthday, then none of this matters more than you. Because for the people who love you, you are the most important thing to ever happen on May 14th. So dance like a chicken, eat a biscuit, rule like a 4-year-old king. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history with a twist. We'll see you tomorrow, time travelers.